Declan Rice is unhappy. Declan Rice is unhappy. Yes, that's what a lot of you want to hear, not me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's get into that. Welcome to the Kavkas View. Welcome, Bratuhi. You already know the deal. This channel is literally Chelsea news all the time. Match previews, match reviews. You already know the deal. So today we have got 3 stories for you guys, and 3.5. We'll call it 3.5. Number 1, we're gonna talk about Chelsea TV charging people to show games. Do you think that's right? Do you think that's wrong? Personally, I think that's correct, and they've got a good reason why they're doing it, and I'll explain that later on in the video. That'll be the last story. Lewis Bay is officially announced. That's the 3.5. That's the half bit. We don't need to talk about that. He's officially announced. You know my stance. Go watch the other videos. Then, Eden Hazard's linked with Chelsea again. Spanish media is not giving up on this. Should we take Eden Hazard back? Is Eden Hazard's career at Chelsea over? And finally, Declan Rice is unhappy with West Ham. And this is something we need to talk about because I think this is important and I think this will be a factor. So before we get started, let's get into it. Like I always tell you, like I said it this time out the month soon. But hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I won't sing again, I promise, as long as you do that. But all jokes aside, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and in the comments below, let me know. It's Eden Hazard pass, because if this was a fully fit Eden Hazard, all of us are taking him back. But this isn't. And I need to know where the mindset is of all of our viewers, right? All of us as a community, we're respectful, we keep it interactive, and I want to understand what you feel about this moment in time. So let's keep it stepping. So it's been reported that Declan Rice is not happy, and one of the reasons Declan Rice is not happy is because he doesn't feel like West Ham have been signing the caliber of players that he wants to show him intent, to show him that they're going to push on from last year. Look, West Ham finished in a Europa League spot, and for a long time it looked like they could potentially finish in a top 4 spot. If you're a Muppet, I knew they were going to fall off, just saying. But all jokes aside, yeah, Declan Rice isn't happy about it, and Simon Johnston is revealing that this deal could still happen this summer. It doesn't have to be next summer. Chelsea are openly selling players, and we can see Chelsea are generating huge funds. We've already raised somewhere north of £50 million purely of 5 players that we weren't going to use this year. So this is an indicator of what Chelsea are trying to do, and Rice would cost approximately somewhere between 60 to 80 million. I don't know how. Personally, I don't want him, but that's for another day, another video. This is going to be a neutral storyline where I'm going to explain to you why Basmati, Jasmine, or Rice is going to be coming to this team, okay? So it looks like he isn't happy with the signing. Chelsea are still considering the move this summer, and more importantly, he's refusing to have any conversations with him over a new deal. He does not want to sign that new deal. And by the way, hats off to him for that one, because it'll be easy to sign a new deal, accept the new money, accept the new salary increase, and then moan and bitch and say, you know what, I want to leave. I want to leave. But yet, you're trapped in a 5-year deal. So he's smart. He's got 3 years left. He doesn't want the instant money. It's not worth it. The money will come. Be patient if you want to leave a club. That's always my tip, and that's my tip for Jack Grealish as well. But more importantly, he wants to be notified if any bids come in. He wants to know, and I think this is so he can push for it. Because I can imagine if Chelsea bid 50 million and they reject, then they bid 60, Chelsea, and they say it's the last offer, Rice will push for it. A lot of people say he loves West Ham, he respects West Ham, he won't do that. Lies. If it comes down to it, he will push for the move. He won't come to training, he will refuse to play, he'll do whatever it takes. I promise you, it doesn't matter who the player is. 9 out of 10 times when they want to move, players get them, and they'll do whatever it takes. So, let me know in the thoughts below, do you think Rice will be signing for Chelsea? But that's the latest on Rice. Spanish media outlets are reportedly, once again, reporting that Eden Hazard to Chelsea is interested. And for me, this has no legs to it. I just need to kill it one more time. I don't feel like this is true. I don't think Eden Hazard will come back to Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea will do the deal. I understand it's a £50 million signing, maybe a little bit north of that, 55. But I don't see Chelsea reinvesting into a man that's got a lot of injury problems. Eden Hazard fully fit plays for my team every day of the week. Eden Hazard fully fit is one of the best players in the world. However, this variation of Eden Hazard is a broken man, and this is the ramifications and consequences of multiple years of getting hacked. This is what happens when you get kicked for 7 years in the Premier League over and over and over again and not complain and not be protected. Jose Mourinho once imperatively came out and stated, listen, there will be no Eden Hazard one day. And he weren't wrong, because this Eden Hazard that we see right now is not the right thing. This is Spanish media pushing it out. I think Real Madrid are leaking this because they need funds. So if a bid of that magnitude comes in for Eden Hazard, they'll let him go, they'll get his wages off the bill, and they'll fund the Mbappe deal. I think they want Kylian Mbappe next year. If they can, they'll try go get him this year. I don't see this move happening. I really don't. And I'd be absolutely flabbergasted if Chelsea went and signed Eden Hazard. And from another standpoint, does he even fit Tuchel's style of play? Like, can he do the high press? Can he do the demanding off-the-ball work rate that Tuchel wants? Like, Eden Hazard is a luxury player, and I don't even mean it in a negative way. I mean, like, he is like a gift to have on your team when he's fully fit. But can we put the players in and around him to carry him at this moment in time? Because we saw as a collective what we can do. We won the Champions League, but all of a sudden, if you tinker with the collect, does it become an individualistic system once again? And in the long run, does that actually help Chelsea? So it's something to consider, but I want to know your opinions. Is Eden Hazard for £55 million $1 worth it? Let me know. Finally, the last story is Chelsea are showing us one preseason friendly for free, another preseason friendly for $7.99, and I think the other one's $7.99 as well. So the two games against Arsenal and Tottenham are going to be shown for a fee of $7.99 per game. A lot of people have been flabbergasted and angry, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was fuming at first. I was like, you lot are taking a piss. Like, you're absolutely taking liberties. What do you mean $7.99 for a what? For a friendly? But then when I realized where the money's going to, it's going to a charitable trust, and for me, I think that's important. I think it's good that Chelsea are doing that. Look, at the end of the day, a lot of us are fortunate. We got internet, we got food, we got homes, and you know, life is hard, and a lot of us always have problems, right? But if we can afford to pay $7.99 to watch our team play, most of us are going to do it. And if the money's not going into the club's pocket, it's going to a charitable cause. Like, it's going to a cause where the club will reinvest it into different charities, and charities will help. Like, so why not help people? Like, a lot of us will 100% go and buy the t-shirts. A lot of us will invest 80, 90 pounds to go buy a shirt, an Adidas shirt, a Nike shirt, like club tops, and that's all clubs. So why not once in a while, like $7.99 ain't gonna hurt you. You're gonna watch the game anyway, you love your club, you enjoy it, but at the same time, all the money goes to charity. Like, realistically speaking, that's a good thing. So hats off to Chelsea. And you know what? As a Chelsea fan, I'm actually very proud of what the club do off the pitch, like a lot of the times, if you think about it. NHS with the vaccines, they gave up the Millennium Hotel. Roman did that. Then they didn't, furlough anybody. They kept them on the books. They are always speaking out on anything controversial. And the Super League thing as well, they were one of the first to back out. They were the ones to lead it. And you know, we just have to have respect for the club for what they do off the pitch. They don't have to do it. Look at Arsenal. Gunnosaurus got fired, like, for crying out loud. Someone like Gunnosaurus that most probably earns 30 grand a year, like, is nothing. 30 grand a year, they're paying 300 grand to Aubameyang a week. Like, let's think about that. This is a PR move. I understand that, right? What they're doing is a PR move. But sometimes not all PR moves are bad. Like, this is a good move. Charities will benefit from this, and I encourage all of you to actually go and watch the game and enjoy your football. You want your Chelsea back, a lot of you are going to fund it. Some of you can't afford it, and I understand that. And, like, I'm sorry, but, like, I get why the club do it. Like, you know what? I respect it. That's all I wanted to say. I don't think we should give the club a hard time. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up here. Shout out to Lewis Bate, made a move to Leeds. I think it's going to be a good one for him. He's learning under Bielsa and everyone else. And alongside Calvin Phillips, Alioski, like, it's good for him. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Early video for all of you today. Hope you enjoy it. Peace out. I'm out. Bye.